Namaste. Let's rock a little bit side to side on the sitting bones, just grounding them. And then find center and close the eyes and imagine both of the sitting bones just relaxing a little bit more. So really let your seat sink. And let your legs sink. And if there's any discomfort in your legs, you can adjust. Your legs don't have to be in a perfect, pretzel style, but just make sure that they're comfortable. And then from this grounded seat, you can ever so slightly lengthen up through the waist. And then up through the heart a little bit. The back of the neck lengthens, and it's like your whole spine from your tailbone up through your crown is gently being pulled up towards the sky. So sitting bones are relaxing, but the spine is lengthening. And gently deepen your breath here, letting your belly expand on your inhale and release on the exhale. And open your ears to listening. Bring your left hand into Gyan Mudra, pointer finger and thumb touch, and this hand rests on the knee. And bring your right hand up by the face. If it's comfortable, you can bend your first two fingers down, and we'll use our thumb and our ring finger to close off alternate nostrils. Otherwise, you can use any finger. Gently close off the right nostril with your thumb and inhale smoothly through the left. Today we'll pause at the top and switch. Exhale right. Inhale right. Pausing at the top. Switch. Exhale left. Inhale left. Pause. Switch. Exhale right. Inhale right. Pause. Switch. Exhale left. And keep going. And this breath is called Analoma Viloma. It's an alternate nostril breath. The pause at the top creates pauses and calmness in the mind. You are balancing both hemispheres of the brain and the energy in both sides of the body. And the next time that you exhale through the left nostril, you can release the breath. Notice how it feels to breathe in and out through both nostrils, both channels. And we'll come into Dirga breath. As you inhale, fill the chamber of the belly first, then the ribs, then the chest. As you exhale, release your breath from top to bottom, so chest, ribs, belly. In this breath, you should feel like the body is expanding out in all directions on your inhale instead of getting taller. So don't worry about height happening on the inhale, but really allow all those intercostal muscles of the ribs to flare open. And as you exhale, it's like the breath is washing out from the bottom all the way, from the top all the way down to the bottom. You can contract your throat slightly so that your breath sounds like the ocean, ujjayi. And let's keep this breath. You might even feel a subtle tingling or buzzing in or around the body. And let's keep this breath as we flip the Gyan Mudra hands down, and you can hold on to the knees with your fingers. And begin to circle the head. Inhaling as the head reaches up and back. Exhaling as the chin comes down towards the chest. And follow the rhythm of your breath. So your breath is leading your pace. And smoothly reverse the direction. All right, and take any little movements with the neck that it might be asking for. And eventually let the head rest at center. Switch the crossing of your legs so your other ankle is in front. So while we've been doing this, the hips have been opening. Good, and begin little circles with the shoulders. You can close the eyes, diving inward, keeping a sense of deep listening. Allow every sound that might be happening in your environment to be a part of your experience. And you're welcome to release the hands from the knees and bring them up to the shoulders. Fingers in front, thumbs behind. And reverse the direction, accentuating it as the elbows go back. Good. Now stick the elbows out to the sides. Fingers are in front, thumbs are behind. And inhale as you look and twist to the left. Exhale as you look and twist to the right. And if you press down through your ankles a little bit, through your legs, you'll be able to twist a little bit more. If it's comfortable, let it speed up a little bit and be just a little momentum that's going side to side. And your breath will speed up too. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Inhale to center. Exhale, arms reach out wide and down. resting them on the knees, circling the torso. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you come back. Go the other way. Good. And bring your torso to center. Sitting up nice and tall, tuck the chin and look down at the ankles. If you have a pillow underneath you, you can release it off to the side. And adjust your position so that you have one ankle in front of the other and there's a little bit of space between the legs and the groin. And then you can place your fingertips in front of the ankles, and you might already feel this in the hip. You might stay right here, or you can walk the hands as far forward as you like. Just send your breath in through both nostrils, all the way down into the hips or wherever you're feeling this. You can bow the head, honoring the hips, honoring the legs, feet. On an inhale, you can release up. And switch so that the other ankle is in front. Each side might be different, so start by just tenting the fingers and notice how that feels. And then deepen it if you'd like to. The more that you send your breath into the places that are feeling this, the more space you'll find and create there. The more prana that will circulate there. Honoring this hip, leg, and foot. On an inhale, gently rising up. And let's have the right ankle in front of the left. So this right knee is in front, and we're going to take this right foot and swing it behind. So like a mermaid pose. And then bring your hands on either side of your left knee. Good, and even this alone, just leaning into that knee a little bit, you're gonna feel it in this left hip. So this might be enough, you might stay right here. Or you can start some dolphins here. So we'll dip the nose down on the exhale. And on your inhale, reach the nose forward and up to the sky. Good, and on your exhale, you're kind of leaning into those sitting bones, rounding the back, dipping down. Inhale, reaching forward and up. Okay, you can close the eyes, you can play with it. It doesn't have to be exactly as it was explained. Just follow your body and follow your breath. It's kind of like you're growing, reaching out of the hip sockets. And reverse the direction. So you're exhaling and folding, reaching the heart forward as you come down. And inhaling, you press into the hands and roll up one vertebrae at a time. You're welcome to continue this, or you can stay in the fold and breathe here. Notice what else you can relax. What else can you soften to go deeper? If you're folded, let's rise it up on an inhale. Good, and sit back a little bit on those sitting bones. Turn your torso a little bit to the right and reach your right foot out to the side. You can just draw this left heel a little bit closer into the groin. Now take your right hand and glide it down the right leg. And then reach your left arm up to the sky like you're opening your heart. It's like your heart is trying to be able to see the light in the sky. And then start to take these fingertips that are in the air and reach them over the head towards your foot. Tuck the chin, relax the shoulders. Beautiful, keep your breath. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper here, you can take the hand that's on your leg. Take that whole arm and bring it to the inside of your leg. One more breath here. On an inhale, reach it up. Crossing the legs, bring your left ankle in front. And then take this left leg and bring it behind you. Your hands come on either side of the right knee. You'll feel that right sitting bone touching the floor. Your left sitting bone might not be touching the floor anymore. And let's dolphin it, dipping the nose down on your exhale, on your inhale, reaching it forward and up. Maybe take a few in the other direction, pouring your heart over the leg as you exhale. Inhale, rolling. You can continue this movement as much as you like, or go ahead and stay in the fold. Remember, it's up to you how meditative you allow this practice to be. So coming back to that deep listening, not only listening to the sounds that might be happening on the outside of you, but also the sounds that are happening inside, like the breath, or even any ethereal sounds. Noticing sensations in the body as they shift and change. When you're ready, if you're folded, you can rise up. And sitting back a little bit on the sitting bones. You can turn a little bit to the left and extend this left leg out to the side. Draw your right heel a little bit closer to the groin. Okay. I can already feel this on the underside of my left leg. So just taking it slow, you can glide your left hand down the left leg. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Let your heart rotate a little bit up towards the ceiling. Whenever you feel ready, you can start to reach this hand that's in the air over the head towards your left foot. Tuck the chin, find a spot for the neck that's comfortable, and breathe. This is a meditation. This is a breathing exercise. If you're still looking for more in this pose, you can take the hand that's on the leg and bring that whole arm down to the inside of the leg on the floor. One more breath here. On an inhale, rise it up. Let's come onto the back with the legs out long. Just take a moment here. You can actually have the palms facing down on the ground by the sides. And just feel gravity. Maybe you can make your breath a little bit softer or a little bit slower. And slowly draw both knees into the chest. Allow your lower back to flatten and lengthen against the earth. Let your knees start to get a little bit wider, drawing towards each armpit. And you can stay right here, or you can come into happy baby. Let your right knee bend a little bit more so the heel of the foot comes down slightly. And then try to straighten your left leg out to the side. And switch. And just play with it. Eventually, you can bring the soles of the feet to touch. Interlace the hands around them. And lift the head. Glide the shoulders down the back. You can even kind of tuck the elbows in. It's your belly that's strong and holding you up here. Slowly lower the spine down. Keep the soles of your feet together as you lower them down. Hands can rest on the thighs for a moment, or you can help to hold the knees up a little bit. We'll take about 5 breaths here. Supta Baddha Konasana. You can invite a quality of relaxation on your breath. Maybe a sense of soothing or peace. Release any hard edges of the breath. You can bring your right hand underneath your right thigh and just assist this right leg up and over to stack on top of your left leg. You can draw the knees together, letting them both come to the left side. And hold them down with your left hand, or you can always tuck a pillow between or under the knees if it feels like too much. Reach your right arm away and allow your head to spill to the right. What can you soften? When we soften, we go deeper. And gently moving to the other side. eventually releasing out. And let the legs relax at center. I'd like to come into a restorative fish pose today. So you can take your pillows, or if you have a blanket, you can fold your blanket so that it's about the length of your spine. And it should be kind of like your back is going to lay on this, but your shoulders will fall off to the sides. So it might look about like this. And then you can always have like an extra pillow handy that can go right underneath the heart just for a little bit more lift. You know, we'll come in and then you can figure out what feels good to you. But starting with the blanket, you can sit so that the blanket comes right up to your tailbone. And then you can lay down on the blanket. Sometimes the head will fall right off the blanket. Other times, like what I have right now, I have just this little lip right here, and I'm just going to tuck it into my neck. And then my head falls off the back. So just make sure that your neck and your head are comfortable. And your shoulders should feel like they're just kind of gently falling off to the sides, and you have this subtle lift. It's a heart opener. And then if you're here and you want more, you can always place something else underneath the heart. It's really important to find what's comfortable for you. So ask yourself, is there any adjustment that I could make to be more comfortable here? And if the answer is yes, just make it for yourself. And then your legs can be here, resting. Or if you want to come back into Supta Baddha Konasana, that's an option as well. Good, and you can take a few deep breaths here, but then after that, let your breath relax. And we'll be here for about 3 minutes. And take a deep inhale with me and sigh it out. You can roll to one side and take the props out from underneath you. And then rest on your back in Shavasana. You might like to put the props on top of you now. We'll rest in Shavasana, arms and legs out long, absorbing all the gifts of this practice. Taking a deep inhale. And slowly sighing it out. Wiggling the fingers and toes. Just notice the body on the back. You can stretch the arms up over the head and roll over onto your right side, coming into a fetal position. And gently press up to seated. You're welcome to sit on a cushion. Bring the palms together at heart center. We honor the opportunity to practice yoga together today. Namaste means the light in me bows to the light in you. So we say together, Namaste. You're welcome to sit here as long as you like. I love you guys.